You see all that stuff attached to the rock?
Yeah.
Once everybody goes to the station, then we're going to go into the water, okay? Questions? All right. So the group that's up here, I'm going to have you kind of huddle nearby. Otherwise, you can just hang out.
What is it called?
It's number 2. I don't think that's it. Oh, no.
Number? Yes.
Yes.
What is it? It's a caddis. Caddisfly. It's not the fly. It's the immature stage. It's a caddis larva. You familiar with butterflies?
Yeah.
How many stages of metamorphosis does a butterfly go through?
4.
1, 2, 4.
Can anybody name the first one? What's it start out as?
Caterpillar.
An egg.
An egg. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What's next?
Caterpillar.
Okay. Or a larva. Inside each of these little cases that these larva worms build is a caddis larva. Second stage. Then they become a pupa, and then a adult caddisfly. Yes. So what you see here is mainly the immature stages of most of the insects that live in streams around here. Okay? Now what I did this morning, I went to 2 streams. One at the hatchery, which is mainly a stream like kind of here. They get their water from the spring. That's what this is. The bugs that live in springs are much different than the bugs that live in what we call a freestone stream, like Mountain Creek. Or these bugs came from yellow breeches, which is kind of a mix between springs and freestone streams. But it has a much more variety of insects in there. This is primarily what you find in spring creeks. You ever hear of something called watercress? Well, inside the watercress, you see all these little bugs? You can hold them, they won't bite. They're called cress bugs. And they look like little roly-poly bugs that you find in your garden.
You want to hold it?
They don't bite. What do you think most of these bugs feed on?
The grass.
Vegetation. Most of these bugs are vegetarian. That's where they get their energy from. So this is just some vegetation that's growing around the hatchery, and it's just loaded with these cress bugs. And if you looked out here, if you found vegetation out here in the stream, this is primarily what you'd find is bugs like this. A lot of cress bugs. There's another kind of bug that you find in spring creeks. It's called a scud, or it's a freshwater shrimp. I don't see any in here, but I found a couple when I was turning over rocks over here today. So in a stream like this, the fish will actually eat these bugs. And if there's a lot of the vegetation, they'll actually swim into the vegetation, dislodge the bugs, and they just kind of drip back down, open their mouth, and feed. That's what they do. So that's what you'll find out here if you look. Okay. Most of the insects, if you look in here, you can see all these bugs crawling around. The first thing they're going to do is attach themselves to a rock or something underneath the water. Why is that?
To hide.
Yes, to hide. To hide. So when I go to a stream to look for bugs, I start turning over rocks. You can find all sorts of stuff hiding under rock. These here, which you see right here, can see if you can tell me what that might be. Yes.
Number 5.
Okay, what's it called?
Mayfly.
It's a mayfly. You know why they call it a mayfly?
Because they come out in May.
No.
Oh, okay.
Actually, mayflies will hatch year-round. But it's called a mayfly. There's something else right here. That thing right there is a freshwater shrimp, if I can get her. See how he swims? That's a freshwater shrimp, right there. It's called a scud.
He like floats.
He's looking for some place to hide too. So mayflies, if you look at the picture, have 3 tails, except the one in the middle. Most mayflies have 3 tails. There's another insect called a stonefly, which looks very similar. These 2 critters go through what they call incomplete metamorphosis. So what's missing? It's incomplete. One stage is missing. These go from an egg to what they call a nymph stage, and then to an adult. Okay? They don't have a larva. There's no larva stage. There's 3 stages. An egg, a nymph, and a adult. What the stoneflies, how many tails?
2.
All stoneflies have 2 tails. A few mayflies have 3, or most mayflies have 3 tails. Some have 2 tails. So how do you tell the difference?
Because their torso.
By what?
Their torso. Their body.
Nope. If you look real carefully, you know what a wing pad is on the back of an insect? Stoneflies have 2 wing pads. So when that hatches, it's like a chrysalis. It will split open. These bugs will crawl along the stream to the shore, and when they get out on the shore on a rock or something, the back splits open, and 2 sets of wings pop out because they have 2 wing pads. A mayfly, when you look on the back, how many wing pads does it have? Has 1. It's hard to see there, but it has 1 wing pad, so it has 1 set of wings. So the way you tell the difference, if you find an insect that looks like that has 2 tails, but only 1 wing pad, what does it have to be? It's a mayfly then. Okay, that's how you can tell the difference. But they look very similar. Here's something else that's very interesting that I found today. See that thing right there? Or right here? I heard it. What is it?
She said a water penny.
Yes, it is a water penny. And if anybody can find 5 of these and give them to me, I'll give you a nickel.
I get it.
So that is a water penny. What do you think a water penny hatches out into?
A dime.
A dime? No, you have to have 10 of them. It's an immature stage of a water beetle, or whatever that's worth. And there's lots of different kinds of water beetles. The other thing that I found today, I don't know, it may still be in the bucket. I found a couple of snails. Okay. The thing about this chart right here, they have insects in group 1, group 2, and down on the bottom, group 3. When you go to a stream, what you want to find is primarily insects from group 1, because that's a healthy stream. It's got cold water, it's got oxygenated water. Okay? So that's where you'll find most of the insects that your trout feed on, because trout like cold, highly oxygenated, clean water. So if you start finding bugs like in group 2, crayfish, scuds and things like that, damselflies, that's group 2, and it's not as pristine. Okay. It says that group 2 is the insects in group 2 are somewhat pollution, but the insects in group 1 are highly intolerant to pollution. What do you think about the insects in group 3?
They survive in anything.
They can hide, they can pretty much handle a lot of things. Black flies or leeches, if you find stuff like that, it's not going to be a healthy stream, and you're probably not going to find any trout in it. So, if you find some of these caddis, they don't necessarily build cases. Some of them do, some of them don't. Some of them they're called free-living caddis. If you find a rock and you find some vegetation attached to it, a lot of times hiding underneath the vegetation, you'll find. Well, I don't have any examples here. You see what the bugs do? And they blend in. It's very hard to see them when you pick up the rock, because they blend in. And this is just hundreds. In the yellow breeches, there's hundreds and hundreds of these critters. If you open up one of these little cases, there's actually a little worm in there. I'm going to, unfortunately, kill this one. But see that little worm in there? It's hard to see.
Yeah.
Look at these. And what they do, how many legs do insects have?
6.
How many? 6. They all have 6. So when this is feeding, the head will stick out of the end of the case, and you know, if you could count them, there's probably 6 legs. It'll crawl around and feed on it. And some of these will just stay together and stick the head out and wait for vegetation and stuff to come down to the stream. Do you guys have any questions?
No. Yes. Did you or did you not? Yeah, I did. It's a tiny one. It's the smallest one we had.
I'll hook him up. Roma's not got his back.
Oh, he's a healthy one.
They're all healthy. These ones are stout. Makes up for all the ones I killed.
Yeah? Yeah.
Part of life cycle.
Yeah. Why'd you kill them?
It wasn't on purpose.
Yeah. I forgot to put the test for the chlorine.
Alright, see if you can get one out. Dump one in here for somebody else. I thought you had oh, is that... Did you not give big fish too? Wait.
He's waiting.
That's not my favorite little fish! Okay, Trey. I don't know. I just started calling me that today. Jared, I'm so sorry. You're in 6th grade. I probably won't give you one today. It's nothing personal. It's just I don't have many fish. Normally I have 100. This year we have hardy ones. Okay. Let's see how many fish we have.
This year we have big fish instead of many tiny fish.
All right. Now some people who have helped a lot. Emma, you kept the fish alive while I was out. So, do you want to go in or no?
I didn't kill all of them.
Okay. Okay. You help. You sheep. Tell you off when you should dump them. Okay. Be careful. It's a little slippery. If you see somebody falling, help them up.
Oh my God.
Hey guys, my feet are stuck.
Move your foot up like
Emma.